Welcome, ChiroSecure members. I'm so delighted to be with you. I'm Dr. Sherry McAllister, the president of the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress. And today it is all about building the buzz. And the buzz is you. Listen, this is the most epic moment coming up in chiropractic history ever. And if we all build the buzz, that high frequency marketing, we're going to have a potentially epic impact on the chiropractic profession. So that is what today's presentation is all about. I know you're busy in practice. I also know it's summertime and everybody should be getting out and getting some pure vitamin D sunshine into their life. However, the time is now to start building the high frequency buzz that will lead up to an Olympic event. So let's get started with our slides. First and foremost, one of the big pieces to why our foundation is creating the fastest growing unity in the profession, and that's because we have fantastic corporate sponsors. ChiroSecure always. We absolutely appreciate you and all you do for the profession. Now, keeping in mind what we want to do in our June marketing roadmaps, we have several things in our campaign moving forward to build that frequency and buzz. You are a trusted component, and we want to make sure that you have a social media presence that's wonderful, that you feel confident with, that your staff feels good about. Also, we have a marketing campaign that includes National Find a Doctor directory. Are you ready for that? Have you checked your listing in our Find a Doctor directory? Remember, our members get a fantastic spot to showcase them and their website. We're going to talk about more about that later. Last, the marketing campaign that we're going to be working with is foremost about you, building the trust and the opportunity to connect with your community. It starts with grassroots, all of us in it together. And while our profession has a plethora of reasons to disagree with one another, we have a monumental moment to come together and really showcase the benefits of chiropractic care across the nation. So, with that in mind, we're going to start talking about who is your marketing patient. Now, knowing your market is incredibly important. Why? Because you can market successfully to them. If they are reached in a way that resonates with them, then your marketing is going to expand your practice, build your community awareness, and also showcase you as the expert. So I'm going to talk first about who, on the majority of national level, is the typical patient. She, yes, that's right, over 57% are actually female. And if you want to know a little bit more about that female, she's approximately 43 years old. So she's in her mid 40s. She's also employed. Now, over 70% of the females that are coming to social media are looking for a chiropractor for their family. And she is married, which means she's going to be making choices not only for her husband, but also for her children. 52% of that marketing bonus is going to be children. And we know the legacy of chiropractic is built on the awesomeness of pediatric care. Being able to, and we just had a webinar with Dr. Sharon Vallone last week talking about pediatric care, what we know, what we don't know, and how do we ensure that we're doing the very best for our pediatric patients. So we look at this as the typical marketing patient that you want to do. Now, obviously, if you're in a rural area, there might be some other concerns that you have to think about. Number one, a multitude of issues that female may be coming into. So know your area well. Do your homework, and that will help you market successfully, building that high frequency buzz that we all want to do in our communities. As we go through, what tools are you using to market chiropractic? And we're going to go through a few of them today. We want to do a community outreach. That's critical because as you reach out to your community, whether you're going to a high school, presentation, you want to build on posture, you want to get into the, maybe there's a commerce section that you'd like to do a lecture for, or just being able to talk to your patients that are at your church. Community outreach is critical for you. Think about it, at least one way. I don't want to overload your summer because you're supposed to be having fun. However, think about how you're touching your community. Next, what are you doing for the traditional print or print media? That means getting your information, maybe an article, into a local newspaper. And we can help you with that with the foundation's materials, but there's also the digital media. Now, that's one of the keys when we start thinking about evidence-based care. Where am I going to get it? Because if you spend a lot of time looking this up, it does suck hours away from your objective. So we want to make sure you get the evidence-based care. That's so important. You want to be factual, statistically accurate, database driven, and that will help your community build the trust. As we move through, you have fantastic opportunities to work with Facebook. Did you know that over 2.5 billion users actually use Facebook every day? With that knowledge, yes, some of the negatives absolutely exist, which is it takes a lot of energy to keep your Facebook pages really fluid and flowing with great information. However, the benefits outweigh the negatives way beyond. This is a capture of a Facebook advertising, which I would encourage each and every one of you to do. It's easy to do. You go onto your business page and you can place the ad there. What are the statistics that you need to think about? Well, one of them is how much money do you want to pay for that ad? And oftentimes, if you're under $1 for your ad per click, you're in great shape. If you spent $70 and 70 plus people came to your website to learn more about you, what a fantastic opportunity for you to share your expertise with the community. And you want to just keep that energy going. So keep the ads alive with Facebook because they really do change the outcome of how your community sees you. Next, we want to be able to connect directly to our community with presentations. Now, you don't have to be in a large auditorium to connect with your patients to be. You can do a customized PowerPoint presentation going through some of the foundations, customizable PowerPoints, and find the one that works for you. Make sure that you customize it with your logo, with your information that you want to get your consumers to see. This is a critical point. If you put that video, even a 30-second teaser on your website, that will really help to engage people that are looking for more information on chiropractic. And you can pick which topic you feel the most confident about. Practice makes permanent. So permanently embed what you're going to say to your customers, what you want them to know about who you are and why you're the expert in the community. And lastly, one of the key pieces to doing a presentation is posting it everywhere. You have a YouTube channel, get it out there. You want to post a picture on your Instagram. These are all fantastic ways to do it. But the high frequency buzz starts with you. Get your staff involved. The more they know, the better they can share chiropractic. As we go through, remember your website is oftentimes the first place that people will look for you. It needs to be user friendly. You need to have ensuring that it's clean and it provides a clear call to action. That's what the website is there to do. Call them to come to your clinic, experience the benefits of chiropractic. In fact, you may even want to do your own pilot project of getting some friends and families to look at your website, give them a sheet to rate it, and then come back and update your website. Your website is the entry point to your practice. So we want to make sure it has a credible, honest, easy, optimized look to what the consumer is looking for. And remember, 68% of healthcare related searches are done on mobile phones. So don't forget that you need to check your website and make sure it looks good on a mobile phone. You don't want to frustrate a new user who doesn't know who you are and then it doesn't come up right on their mobile device. Most consumers search the web for providers and they're looking for a provider that they can resonate with. And that's why pictures are great and building trust with them by giving them information that's crucial for them. As we go through, remember your online reputation is everything because that's how people are picking healthcare providers. If you have 1 star, you need to get busy and you need to get your staff, your friends, your family showcasing who you are and that you're a 5-star chiropractor. 68% of healthcare searches that begin on a mobile device are looking at those online reputations. And that means you need to ensure that you've claimed your business listing on Google. So many of my friends have still not done so. So I need you to actually look, and you need to also have either a staff member or yourself look at your reviews. If there's comments that you can really jump into. Remember, social media does carry some risks, and one of them is your online reputation, but the benefits outweigh the risks. And with 2.5 billion monthly active users, you're going to have an opportunity to really connect with your community. And if there is a crisis management, who's going to be with you? Holding your hand to ensure that your website and or your social media pages are updated. Listen, crisis communication is not new to the foundation. That's what we do. And I'll share one of the crisis communications coming up a little later, but remember, the first place you want to go when there's a negative story about chiropractic is come see us at the foundation. Go to our Facebook page or click into our website. We will have a press release out there for sure. We will have a media response ready to go. Careful, media responses have to be crafted very methodically. The words you use can come back on you. So you don't want to be emotional, you want to be factual, you want to be evidence-based. And you want to make sure that, as we do, are with Chiro Congress, that every state is aware of what's going on in the media crisis. So what does that look like when you do have a media crisis? Well, we follow an algorithm, and we're very careful with that algorithm. So that's why we want you to come to us, because these types of crisis communication algorithms are important when you're building a high frequency media buzz in your community. And as you know, talking about the high frequency opportunities that are coming up, here's one that should be rocking the base, the foundation. I think Didi Palmer himself would be excited about this one. And that's being able to have a 30-second Olympic commercial. There's over 204 million people that will view that 30-second commercial 5 times during the Olympics. I can't tell you how excited I am, because it's been 2 years in the making. And I hope you're as excited as I am to see this build everyone's credibility, build everyone's education across the nation on the benefits of chiropractic care. What this means is that you're going to be busy. So you need to prepare. That's why we're doing this right now. Those that are prepared will reap the successes when we start to showcase that 204 million people are going to see you. Now, what have we talked about today? And I'm going to do a quick rundown so you feel confident that you've got some information you can go back to your staff with, that you can take charge of in your own life. We looked at social media engagement, and you can do that effectively by using our infographics, jumping onto our website and our social media pages, and sharing some of those pieces. There's accelerators and the roadmap. So if you don't have a membership with the Foundation for Chiropractic Progress, don't worry. We've got you. It's very simple. f4cp.org/package, and you're good to go. That's f4cp.com/package, and you'll be able to pick a package that works for you. Now, as we build your social media engagement, we want to advertise. And so we talked a little bit about Facebook and the social media advertisings that are available and what you can expect. Keeping it under $1 for clicks to your website, beautiful. Moving to website optimization, building trust, putting your face on your website. Your staff and you are the basis for why they're going to come to your clinic. And so patients want to be patients, want to know who you are, where you've come from, why do they want to come to you? Last, reputation and crisis management. That's the key. As we go through and build our online reputations, people will feel the need to come to you based on some of those reputations that are already online. So keep it honest, keep it real, and build on that momentum that is created by people wanting to come see you and then feeling so confident in the care that you offered. As we go through, I want to share with you that's coming up. It's a new ebook on how to guide the patient's journey to your practice door. This particular ebook is really going to be focusing on helping you go from consumer reticent to consumer excited, and all the pieces in between that build the high frequency marketing buzz. So we're not going to just let you go after the Olympics. Oh no, we're going to keep building on that media marketing moments that happen. And you'll be able to decide what's right for your practice. Because remember, each practice is very different. It's like a thumbprint, all different, all important, and all effective when we unify together as a marketing resource. As we go through, I got some fabulous updates for you. So if you don't have a pen handy, get one, because I'm going to give you a date of something very special. So I'm going to give you a moment as you run to get that pen. And as you're listening to me, I want to share with you the National Post. Our job is to protect your clinic. And one of the things that came up recently was a National Post article that actually linked AstraZeneca vaccine and blood clots with chiropractic. I know, not impressive, but don't worry. The foundation's primary job is to ensure that we fix those things. And I'm happy to report that the article has been updated and removed chiropractic as a reason for blood clots. So good for us. We win. Next, how are we getting marketing information across the country? And that's really looking at billboards. You know, people are out there, they're driving. And I want to congratulate Illinois for their campaign. And don't forget that a billboard in your area is not just for your area. People drive all across the country in the summertime. So they may see this as they're driving on a summer vacation. It's pain holding you back, and the person driving the vehicle is having pain. And the first thing they see is yes to chiropractic. That's fabulous. It helps all of us. Getting the message out in so many digital ways is so important. So ensure that if you see a billboard, take a picture and put it on your website and say, yes, we are changing the world by chiropractic benefits. As we go through talking about changing the world with chiropractic benefits, how awesome is it to have 18 Olympic athletes verifying and testifying on the benefits that they receive to optimize their performance with chiropractic care? So far, we've given you 12 posters. So far, I've hoped that you've taken at least 3 of them and placed them in an effective place, whether it's Starbucks, whether it's a community church, where it's a community opportunity, wherever you can go to inspire people to see the Olympic athletes in their own words on your social media sites. You can download those testimonials and have those posters ready. So far, you have 12, and we're releasing more. But look how fun these are. These are ways to showcase how chiropractic optimizes performance, and it's just enjoyable to do. You have no idea who you're going to inspire, and as the Olympics get closer, more and more people are going to be watching. They're going to be holding their breath. We've been through a lot, an epidemic and a pandemic, and we want time to have fun together. So let's make sure we're using those posters. And to get the maximum opportunity, share with your patients. Make sure that you're telling them that an Olympic commercial featuring chiropractic is coming. Look at the dates here. That's why I got you to get your pen. July 26th is the first placement between 12 and 5. And there's 5 dates there. This is where the 30-second commercial will be. 3, and this is a very exclusive new release, 3 animated billboards will be promoting the F4CP's Find a Doctor website on Tuesday, July 27th. So if your practice starts booming after that, you know why. We're going to be on NBC Network. We're going to be on USA Network and NBC Sports promoting chiropractic and how to find a doctor of chiropractic. Is that super awesome? So let's get busy. Let's build our practices. And most importantly, let's share all the benefits that we all know exist in chiropractic with all new patients that have never come to a chiropractor before. I can't tell you how excited I am to see how much impact we make with this commercial. And you will be the first to learn. As we get the information and the stats coming in, I will share it with you. It means everything to work together and build organic messaging, evidence-based, research-based, data-based, optimizing chiropractic and the performance that every patient can get from it. Now, as we move forward, Don't forget to lead up and encourage your staff to watch both of these, including yourself. This is a fun lunchtime event. Maybe even put it on. You do a lunch and learn for your staff. The one here by Mark Victor Hansen is for chiropractors. This is not for the general public. This is for you. He wants you to build your dream destiny chiropractic clinic. He wants you to enjoy and be inspired and passionately driven to encourage everyone to have chiropractic care. So listen to Mark Victor Hansen. Remember, he's the guy that did the chicken soup for the chiropractic soul. So this is a fantastic way to involve your staff. As the Olympics come, don't forget to get inspired by Dr. Erica Witter Davis. What a beautiful doctor of chiropractic, sharing her story with the world. And I can't tell you how excited I am to really have these moments in the Adjusted Reality podcast. Share it with your patients. There's 10 episodes. We're coming up to the end of the season, and we can't tell you how excited we are that we've had such phenomenal growth with Deepak Chopra, Rich Froning. I mean, the list goes on and on. They're fun, they're fabulous, and all about trying to get patients to pay attention to their health and build and weave chiropractic into it in a fun, relatable way. As you see, as we go through AHIP, America Health Insurance Plans, I wanted to point out to you, this was last month. We had them pick up one of our media coverages. This is a snapshot, and it's showing our progress that they're picking up our press releases, which applauds chiropractic, spinal manipulative therapy as a safer opportunity than opioids for chronic low back pain. So we've got you, we're pushing forward, we're making a difference, and the insurance companies are starting to see that. And remember, I had you have your pen ready. Well, we have something very special coming up, and it is save the date. This I want you to write down, July 22nd, Thursday, July 22nd. You're going to see it. It's a save the date for an Olympic party. Everyone's involved. Everyone should come and just have a fun time with us. It's at 5 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. You're going to see much more coming up on our Facebook page and our Instagram and all over the emails. So you'll get an invite, but do put that down. Have your staff join us. Have your friends join us. We want to share and engage the passion of the Olympic commercial and all things Olympic. This is the time for us to bang our drum. This is the time for us to get epically excited because everyone needs to have a chiropractor, period. And that's what we're going forward with. So last but not least, I want to thank ChiroSecure. And don't forget to come back next Tuesday where we have a fantastic speaker who always does a phenomenal job, Dr. Mark Steuben. So don't miss that. And in closing, sincerely thanking you for being part of the foundation, building on the high frequency buzz with us. Can't do it without you. Thank you and enjoy the rest of your week. We'll look forward to seeing you at the Olympic party, July 22nd.
Isn't it time you join the most powerful team of successful doctors in chiropractic and go for the gold? Simply go to www.f4cp.org/package customized practice success solution.